Welcome to the Samohi Personalized Project-Based Learning Pathway Overview. I'm Jessica Risch, a co-administrator of the PPBL Pathway. At PPBL, you will experience multidisciplinary projects with a real-world connection and engage in interest-based mentorships to help you thrive in college and career. In the 21-22 school year, we will have 9th, 10th, and 11th graders. Our students are successfully taking part in Santa Monica College courses related to their interests. PPBL family members actively attend our multiple types of exhibitions of learning. A key component of our pathway is that students leave to learn out in the community, as well as bringing in guest experts into our classrooms aligned with their interests. Here are some of the site visits in the left column, as well as guest experts in the right column that students have appreciated so far. You can see the range of literacy, virtual reality, journalism, music enhancement, depending on what student questions and curiosity brought to us.
I am Nicole Nicodemus, the other co-administrator at PPBL. At PPBL, students' interests are at the heart of our learning. Students create their own independent learning plans, known as ILPs, based on their interests. The California state standards for science, math, social science, and English are integrated into their authentic project work so that students understand and feel how these subjects are interconnected. As a framework for each project, our teacher advisors support an awareness and the intentional development of the social justice standards: identity, diversity, justice, and action. At PPBL, we believe that students learn from mistakes. Our assessment practices are focused on mastery of the standards, so students are encouraged, if not required, to revise and improve their work through cycles of feedback from their teachers and peers. The program is centered around students exploring their interests through real-world experiences and connections. In 9th grade, students begin to identify their interests through service learning projects and independent exploration projects. In 10th grade, they focus in on a particular interest, identifying a mentor within the community, and acquire internships. Students experience learning through doing. They make prototypes and models to demonstrate their learning, then present this learning to their parents, community members, and peers for feedback to continue to deepen their ideas. PPBL Pathway is located on the Obama Center campus, located at Ocean Park and Lincoln Boulevard. Students take their first 4 periods here, then walk to the Samohi campus for periods 5 and 6. We will discuss their schedule in more detail a little later in our presentation. It's all about relationships. As a small pathway, students will have smaller class sizes and be able to develop closer relationships with their teacher advisors and peers. But don't let the small size fool you. PPBL Pathway is part of the larger high school, so students can participate with their Samohi friends in social events, clubs, sports, art and theater courses, and in foreign language classes. Many of our PPBL students also enroll in Santa Monica College classes, earning both high school credit and college credit at the same time. If you attend PPBL, you will graduate with a Samohi diploma. Our goal is to prepare each student to be college and future ready.
Hi, I'm Amy Sang, and I'm the math teacher and also an advisor. If you look at the schedule, you'll see, just like how Nicole said, our class schedule is broken down into morning chunk and afternoon chunk. So in the morning, the students are going to take their core classes with us at PPBL on the Obama campus. We will have English, math, history, and science. And then after lunch, they will go to walk to Samohi campus for PE, language, electives, clubs, and sports. So if you look at the PBL morning chunk, you're going to see that our schedule is blocked out into 3 major blocks. There's advisory, humanities, and STEAM. Advisory is our key component. It's what makes our school unique. The students are going to be with the same advisor for 4 years in a row so that we can build community and social and emotional learning. This is also where they manage academics and their interests. If you look on Wednesday, you'll see that the whole morning is dedicated to learning through interest, where students in the 9th grade will be working on service learning and figuring out what those interests are. And then in 10th grade, they'll move on to creating their own project around their interests. Then you have the humanities block, which includes English and history. So in 9th grade, you're going to have freshman seminar in English 9. And in 10th grade, you're going to have world history in English 10. And then you see a STEAM block, which is going to be science and math. For 9th graders, that will be biology and whatever math level they're at. And then 10th grade is chemistry and math. We have them chunked together or blocked together so that we can have multidisciplinary projects. Humanities works really well together in terms of English and history and blending those together. Same thing with biology or chemistry and mathematics, where sciences are blended in with the math classes. Sometimes you will see that all the classes are going to combine together, humanities and STEAM, to build one large project. We know that the real world really interconnects all of these subjects, so we try to make sure that they are also not separated within the school. On Friday, you're going to see there's such a thing as community meeting, which is where we have whole school students from 10th, 11th, or 9, 10, 11, and 12 get together so that they can interact with each other and we're not siloed into our individual grades. And this is the 10th grade schedule. And the only difference here is that you're going to see on Wednesday that instead of having service learning, they're having their internships and working on a project of their own interest.
There are multiple ways to learn about PPBL from our students, parents, and staff. We hope you'll take 5 minutes to go to our website, which will be shown on slide 16, and watch this video that was recorded from students, parents, and staff in the program. We are about to share in our presentation some examples of student projects so you can further hear student voice and influence in their work.
Hi, I'm Bailey Field, and I'm an English history and advisor, English history teacher, humanities, and a student advisor. And this year I participated with 50 other teachers across the nation in a We Are America project. And our specific school this year, we based our learning on many of the real world and urgent challenges facing our world. We grappled with the historic and current events of immigration and other types of social stigma. We studied and designed ways to positively address climate change. Our students imagined and built prototypes of how to support life in space. We invented and pitched businesses. By exploring our personal histories and ambitions and dreams, as well as reaching out to the community to investigate real life careers, we have begun to see how each of us can apply our skills and interests in support of our community and our world at large. All this being said, the We Are America project, publishing a website and a book about who we are as American teenagers in 2020, authentically and seamlessly reflects the individual and communal goals of our emerging school.
Greetings, I am Sarah Plowman. I am the science teacher as well as a teacher advisor at PPBL. As Amy mentioned, at times we have opportunities to participate in truly interdisciplinary projects. One example of one of these projects was a genetics project that students engaged in last spring. They grappled with the question of when is it okay to modify the genome of an organism? In order to explore this question, we asked students to learn about various technologies that are on the cutting edge of genetic engineering, both human genetic engineering, in the case of CRISPR and gene therapy, as well as applications to agriculture and disease prevention. We also ask students to explore the ethical questions that these technologies bring up. Students explored the history of eugenics and how genetics has been used in the past as a justification for eugenics and other racist policies. Finally, students dove into the quandaries and questions raised by genetic engineering posed by various authors. They explored this question in science fiction reading books. Each student was in a book club, which read a book that explored the question of genetic alteration or manipulation from a unique angle. Finally, students used this knowledge to edit and create their own TEDx videos, where they used their knowledge of the material as well as their deep learning about persuasive techniques to explain their point of view. Many students were able to make deeply personal connections to our driving question. As an example, one student brought in his own family's experience with breast cancer, while another connected it to their own experiences with anxiety and depression. These personal connections made for powerful and persuasive TEDx talks on this topical and important topic.
I'm Tyler Parsons, one of the teacher advisors at PPBL. Presentations of learning are individual public presentations by students of their work and learning at the end of each semester. POLs are one of the most important school events. This is the time for students to show off their best work and be held accountable for their learning plans. Each student presents in front of a panel that includes the advisor, parents, peers, outside adults, and mentors if possible. This student, Matthew, took his personal interest in storytelling and video game design and developed it into a sustained project, incorporating academic curriculum and utilizing community mentorship to keep his project growing in quality. His presentation was an impressive demonstration of the personal learning journey, skills, and content that he mastered over the semester.
Enrollment for the PPBL Pathway is open to all students who reside within the attendance boundaries of Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District. We strive to achieve a balance of students from each of our middle school feeder schools and welcome homeschoolers and students from charter schools. In addition to this balance, we strive to maintain the district's population balance of 26% socioeconomically disadvantaged students, English learners, and students with disabilities.
If you're interested in learning more, please go to our website listed here to register for a question and answer session with current PPBL students, parents, and staff. This is also the website where you can find the video created by our students, parents, and staff that we mentioned earlier. Applications are due by 3 p.m. March 12th, 2021. Ninth grade students will be accepted through the lottery. Additional 10th and 11th graders will be accepted based on space availability, and notifications of admissions or waitlists will be sent to families in April. Thank you for your interest and your time today learning about PPBL. We look forward to meeting you soon.